On September 6, 2024, Super Typhoon Yagi roared ashore Hainan Island, China, packing winds of over 150 miles per hour. The storm surge inundated coastal communities. Yagi was a maximum Category 5 storm. Structures were put to the ultimate test. The full force of Yagi left a trail of destruction. As Super Typhoon Yagi churned towards Hainan, a massive evacuation effort was already underway. Over 1 million people, a testament to the storm's potential for devastation, were moved inland. Time was of the essence. Every hour counted as the storm gathered strength over the warm waters of the South China Sea. Chinese authorities, well versed in disaster preparedness, issued early warnings and mobilized resources. Buses and trucks ferried people away from coastal areas, their headlights cutting through the gathering gloom. Soldiers and volunteers went door to door, ensuring that no one was left behind. The urgency of the situation was palpable. Evacuation routes, planned well in advance, were put into action. Shelters stocked with essential supplies were prepared to receive the influx of evacuees. This was a coordinated effort of immense scale, a race against time to move people out of harm's way before Yagi made landfall. Across Hainan, schools, stadiums, and government buildings were transformed into temporary shelters. They became beacons of hope for over 1 million evacuees seeking refuge from the storm. Inside these havens, families huddled together, sharing meager possessions and stories of anxiety. The air was thick with anticipation and a collective fear of the unknown. Volunteers worked tirelessly, distributing food, water, and blankets. Medical teams were on standby, ready to provide aid to those in need. Children, their eyes wide with a mix of fear and fascination, played games to distract themselves from the howling wind and driving rain outside. Despite the challenging conditions, a sense of community and resilience prevailed within the shelters. The shelters were more than just physical spaces offering protection from the elements. They were symbols of hope. They represented the collective strength of a community coming together in the face of adversity. Within their walls, the spirit of survival burned brightly. Section 4, Yagi's Trail of Destruction, a path across Southeast Asia. After devastating Hainan, Super Typhoon Yagi continued its destructive path, moving westward towards Vietnam. Although weaker after its initial landfall, the storm still posed a significant threat. Coastal communities in Vietnam braced themselves for the impact. Fishing boats were recalled to harbor. Fields were stripped bare to minimize potential damage from flying debris. The storm, a stark reminder of nature's raw power, served as a wake-up call for the region. It highlighted the vulnerability of Southeast Asia to extreme weather events. The interconnectedness of the region became starkly apparent. What happened in Hainan would have ripple effects across the South China Sea. Yagi's path of destruction underscored the importance of regional cooperation in disaster preparedness and response. Sharing weather information, coordinating relief efforts, and investing in early warning systems are crucial for mitigating the impacts of such storms in the future. Section 5, picking up the pieces, Hainan confronts Yagi's aftermath. In the wake of Super Typhoon Yagi, Hainan Island resembled a battlefield. Fallen trees, ripped from the earth by the storm's fury, blocked roads. Power lines lay tangled and broken, cutting off electricity to countless homes and businesses. The storm surge had receded, leaving behind a trail of debris and destruction. The true extent of the damage became agonizingly clear as rescue workers and residents began to emerge from the storm's aftermath. Homes were reduced to rubble, businesses were flattened. The once familiar landscape was now scarred and unrecognizable. The air was thick with the smell of salt water, damp earth, and the sharp tang of decay. Amidst the devastation, stories of resilience began to emerge. Neighbors helped neighbors clear debris and rebuild their shattered lives. The spirit of community, so evident in the shelters, now fueled the recovery efforts. The long road to rebuilding Hainan had begun. Section 6. Echoes of the storm, stories of survival and resilience. "I've never seen anything like it," said Lin, a weathered fisherman. The sea, she rose up like a monster, swallowing everything in her path. His story was echoed by countless others, each a testament to resilience. "We huddled together, praying for the storm to pass," shared May. The fear was overwhelming, but we found strength in each other.